Hello, I welcome you to this channel. I am Comfort Amwakon Atta, your favorite mathematics tutor. Okay, so in our previous lesson, we treated angles of elevation and depression, and I believe it was very interesting, and we were able to solve the question I gave under it. A very special welcome goes to those joining me for the first time. If you are yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button to subscribe and click on the notification bell to receive updates all the time. So for today, we are going to treat about what practical application of trigonometry. After learning all these things, after learning the angles of elevation, how to find the trig inverse and other things, how then do we apply in our everyday life activity to solve issues or to solve problems? Good. So with this one, I have some questions. And the first question I have here is, a ladder leans against a vertical wall. If the foot of the ladder is 8 meters away from the wall and the height of the wall is 10 meters, find the vertical angle made by the ladder. I find the length of the ladder. Before I start solving for you, let me give you some terms that we usually use in this calculation. The first I'll give you is a vertical wall. Vertical wall, what? Ladder. So if you have a vertical wall and a ladder is leaning against the wall, it's leaning against, so this is how the ladder will lean against the vertical wall, okay? It will lean against the vertical wall. This side will be the height of the wall, because obviously this is the wall. So the height of the wall, the length of the ladder will be this side, and the foot will be this side. And moreover, this ladder is making an angle to the vertical wall at the top over here. If this is the wall and this is the ladder, then it means that the ladder is making an angle to the top or to the vertical wall at the top over here. So this angle is called angle made by the ladder to the wall. Then also, if the ladder makes an angle to the foot, then it means that an angle will be formed down here. The ladder makes an angle to the foot. It means that the angle will be formed down over there. The ladder makes an angle to the top or to the vertical wall. The angle will be formed at the top here. Good. Knowing this, we can say a ladder, vertical wall. So a ladder can be used, vertical wall, pole, cliff, tower, and other things, okay? All these ones mean the same thing. Now, coming back to our question. What was the question? A ladder leans against a vertical wall. That is what we have over here. This is a ladder leaning against a vertical wall. What again? If the foot of the ladder is 8 meters, so let's assume we have Akosia, because I am Akosia. So we have Akosia over here, and Akosia, and this is the wall of the class. And Akosia is standing 8 meters away from the wall. Now this is the distance between Akosia and the wall. I believe you are getting it. This is the distance between Akosia and the wall, okay? Then we realize that, once again, they said that, and the height of the wall is what? 10 meters. The height of the wall, this is the height of the wall, is 10 meters. We should find the vertical angle made by the ladder. So in our situation, if this is the ladder and this is a vertical wall, the vertical angle made by the ladder will be up over here. This is a vertical angle made by the ladder. You understand? So since we are to find the vertical angle made by the ladder, we should know two sides at least. And two sides have been given to us. So you ask yourself, which of the trig ratio can I apply to solve this question? This angle is directly opposite to the 8 meters and adjacent to the 10 meters. So we are going to get OA. That is giving us what? Good. Twa. Perfect. So that is giving us twa. So I'm going to use twa. So tan theta is equal to opposite, which is 8 over 10. That is what we are having over here. So tan theta is equal to 8 over 10. If you want to find the angle, what do you do? As we treated in our previous lesson, what do? You find the tan inverse of the angle. How do you punch tan inverse on your calculator? You just have to punch shift and tan. Shift and tan. And you get a tan inverse and you punch your values that you are finding. So tan inverse of 8 over 10 will give us 38.7 degrees. Don't forget to add your units with the degrees to it, because this is an angle. Angles are measured in degrees. Then becomes the II part of the question, and that is what? Find the length of the ladder. Where is the length of the ladder? This is the length of the ladder L. The length of the ladder is the side. So after knowing two sides, what do you think we can use to find the length of the ladder? Good. We can use the Pythagoras Theorem to find the length of the ladder. And you know the Pythagoras Theorem? The Pythagoras Theorem says that square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the two other sides, okay? So square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two other sides. And that is what we have here. So using the Pythagoras Theorem, we are going to have L squared is equal to 10 squared plus 8 squared. So simplifying this, we are having L squared is equal to what? 100 plus 64. And this is giving us what? 164. We want L and not L squared. So how do you find L? You just have to square root both sides to take rid of the square, leaving our L to stand alone. So therefore, L is giving us what? 12.8 meters. Don't forget to add your units to it. Good. Now, second example. A ladder 5 meters long, leans against a vertical wall. This is a ladder 5 meters long, and this is my vertical wall. So this is the ladder leaning against the vertical wall. And what happens? Makes an angle of 70 degrees to the ground. So what do you think our angle will be formed? It will be forming down there. Okay, so if there's the ladder, the wall, the ladder is leaning against the wall, making an angle to the ground. And they went further to say that the ladder slips down the wall 2 meters. Find I, the new angle which the ladder makes with the ground. I, the distance the ladder slipped back on the ground from its original position. So for this, you're going to have two, okay? The original position and the new position. So let's see it. Perfect. That is what we are having over here. So with this one, let's see, let me get new color. Okay. All right, so we are getting the ladder slipped down. The original position of the ladder is here. The ladder is here, and it slips down here. So this is the new measurement, okay, of it. So it slips down 2 meters. All right, so now how do we find the new angle? First of all, you have to find the old one. The old angle was given. So using your Pythagoras theorem, how do you find it? Taking this right angle triangle, that's a bigger one. Okay, this angle here is directly opposite to this side and hypotenuse to this side. This side have been given. So it becomes so OH. So So when the sine theta is equal to, O is what? BA, the whole of the side, the whole of the side, the whole of the side, the whole of the side forms the height of the wall. So BA over CBC, okay. An angle has been given as 70 degrees. Then you just do a simple substitution. So sine 70 equals, BA wasn't given, so line BA over 5, this side, okay. So you just have to cross multiply, and you get line BA as 5 times sine 70 degrees. And simplifying this, you are going to get 4.698 meters. Don't forget to add the units to it. Then turning the sign, you now come to cos. Cos 70. Cos is what? So the adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. This angle is adjacent to this side and hypotenuse to this side. So cos 70 is equal to line AC over line CB, this side. All right. So now you just do a simple substitution. You have line BC as what? 5 meters. Cross multiply to find your final answer. Now I will leave you to find the new angle. And once again, the distance the ladder slipped down on the ground from its original position. Don't forget that this was the original position before it slipped down 2 meters. So I'll leave you to work it out. Then you submit your solution for review. I believe this tutorial was helpful. Thank you so much for being with me till this time. Please do not forget, as I initially said, to subscribe and click on the notification bell for more tutorials in math. Don't forget also to share the link to your friends for everyone to enjoy this tutorial. So we meet again. Please stay safe and live hard.